A DIET is a district institute of education and training. It trains new teachers and keeps the in-service teachers up to date in academic areas. This is the heart of our education system. The role of a DIET principal is absolutely crucial to its success. Let us look at the principal's role in 6 areas. The first is planning. A DIET leads the academic activity in a district. A DIET must show the way based on what the state and the education curriculum intends to achieve, but never as a mere servant carrying out orders. A DIET has to take care of the requirements specific to its district. A district that has a large migrant population has to take into account the mother tongue of children coming from outside. Another district with a rich tribal culture has to see how the native folklore and stories can become part of the day-to-day examples in teaching. All this is not possible without planning on what the DIET intends to achieve. First, by having a vision for itself, and then translating it into a perspective plan that may stretch out over several years, and finally translating it into an annual plan every year. A good plan marries intentions to resources available on the ground. If need be, a good plan also asks for support from the state institutions. It ensures that the DIET is not merely carrying out orders and missing out the special needs of this district. The second area of focus for a DIET principal is institution building. When we meet a person, we never form our impressions about that person by the job she is supposed to be carrying out. This person has a personality, a particular way of reaching to us, and if she is to leave an impression, then this person may also come across as being passionate about something. Similarly, a DIET is also more than just the role of training teachers for the district. For an institution, the DIET principal establishes how it will be seen by others, what the DIET will stand for and specialize in, who it will interact, and how. These are the marks of the institution that go beyond just the physical infrastructure of a building and a campus. The DIET principal is an institution builder. She sets the tone for collaborations, knowledge sharing, social construction of knowledge, and inquiry. She needs to carefully look into how these things stand today and then lead the way towards desirable practices by setting an example for rest of the faculty in the DIET. A good area for a DIET principal to set a personal example is in continuous learning and reflection. Everyone in the DIET would need to understand the mandate of RTE and work accordingly. This can never happen overnight and never without an established culture of reflection and continuous learning. To get to the third role of a DIET principal, imagine that you woke her up at 2 a.m. in the middle of the night and asked her, "What is your vision of an ideal school?" A good DIET principal should be able to speak coherently on this even at that time. Why? Because the third role of a DIET principal is to provide academic leadership. In many ways, this role is the most key because it informs all other roles on what is the right thing to do. In our country, the conceptual articulation of what is good education is not lacking in any manner. It is the actual implementation of these ideas that can have gaps. The DIET has to provide academic leadership to bridge these gaps. When a DIET demonstrates academic leadership, then the principal and the faculty are able to translate progressive ideas on education into how they apply to their district. They must also be able to connect local knowledge with school knowledge. The National Curricular Framework of 2005 has also emphasized this. For example, can the teaching learning material that the district will use be based on local art forms? Can the faculty members relate to the local history and make children feel that they are part of a long and rich heritage? And so on. The fourth role for the Diet principal is administrative leadership. She is the manager in charge of an organization. The principal needs to run the Diet efficiently and take care of day-to-day managerial and administrative tasks. Adhere to rules and procedures, more so in spirit as well, is key here. This may also require the principal to prioritize tasks and ensure that she does not get buried in transactions. Delegation skills and an ability to lay down systems and processes is key here. The Diet principal also needs to ensure that she conducts regular reviews and gives adequate feedback to the members of her team so that they all pull together and in the same direction. The fifth role of a Diet principal is to facilitate research and documentation. A Diet needs to build up knowledge in the district with respect to schooling, teacher professional development, and requirements of policy. This knowledge must contain the context of the district and a local flavor. The principal's focus on research helps to contextualize this. At the same time, the knowledge that has already been generated must be easily accessible and widely available. The principal can facilitate documentation activities to achieve this. Together, research and documentation help build a culture of learning and improvement. As a pair, they also ensure that research is relevant and builds upon the previous work rather than starting afresh every time. As a facilitator, the Diet principal also works to ensure that teacher educators see these activities as key and integral to their role. Anyone who has studied wildlife will tell you that the watering hole where all animals come to drink water is a very important place in the jungle. Similarly, in the academics jungle, the resource center can be a very important place. The Diet principal's sixth and final role is to set up and maintain vibrant resource centers. Today, internet has brought information to everyone's reach. In a district, it is sometimes necessary to cover the last mile access due to poor connectivity, etc., and the Diet can make this available as a resource center. The role of a library is also significant here. In addition to books and journals, a library also provides access to resources created by teachers and teacher educators of the district and also of nearby districts and the state. The principal needs to ensure that the resource center is vibrant and is based on ongoing collaboration and sharing. Like any watering hole, the water stays fresh and inviting only when it is continuously drawn from. It becomes clear that the role of the Diet principal is a challenging one. It is key to the success of education in a district. The principal needs to succeed on these 6 dimensions for a Diet to do well. These, in summary, are 1. Planning, 2. Institution building, 3. Academic leadership, 4. Administrative leadership, 5. Facilitate research and documentation, and 6. Set up and maintain vibrant resource centers. Thank you.